Oh, oh shoot. And back again for like the 90th time, 38 minutes and 14 seconds that we have. So, welcome back to another episode of It's Not Raw, It's Real with Bodega Nosh. That's me, clearly. Raw Reality Unmasked. It's episode 2. This is great. This is great. I'm gonna record this before I go to work. So I need to hurry the fuck up. Yeah. So last week we left off with an intro, letting you guys know what the show is, what it's about, um, what I want to bring to the table. Oh my god. What I want to share with the freaking public. So we spoke about, like I said, the intro. Then we got into um grief a little bit. So I want to piggyback off of last week's episode just a bit and then kind of dive more into the aspect of grief and creating in grief. Yeah. So I had somebody comment and say, like, like grief is, can make you do some crazy things. We've all been there in some point in time in our life when it comes to losing someone, and then figuring out like what's next. What am I doing? Who am I? It really does, as I said before, change the trajectory of your life. Yeah. First of all, let's shout out to me for being consistent. It's only week 2, but I'm gonna give myself credit, even if it's on week 2 of showing up for self. So, and shout out to you for showing up for you, whoever you are out there. But yeah, so grief is shit. Grief is a part of life, and it does make you do some things that you might not like when the does that even make any sense? I was trying to relay something and it just wasn't coming out. Let's start again. Grief will have you doing things outside of yourself. Grief will also have you doing things. I actually don't have the words. Grief is shit. I think I just said that, but grief is shit. Grief is shit. Um, Navigating life without the person that you thought was going to be here with you to be able to see your accomplishments, see you succeed, see you fail, isn't here anymore. And it really does suck. Grief and creating in it. It looks differently for everybody. I feel as though for early on, I would say, early on to creating in my grief was actually lit. Like, I found myself being able to take on something, immerse myself in work and art, whether it was me diving into poetry, me painting, me just some form of way expressing myself, cooking, anything. And I genuinely feel like right now it's not it's not lit at all. It's actually quite quiet. Quite quiet is quite quiet. Quite quiet. Quiet quiet. Quack 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 quack. Croissant. It's yeah. Girl, shut the fuck up. I've done different photo shoots and cooked and this and that and revamped different things, and I'm just kind of stuck. Like, here's a question I have. Like, should you be creating in grief? And I know that probably sounds stupid. Like, hell yeah. But should you? And if you do create in grief, what comes of it? I find that lately, me creating is, oh gosh, it's gonna sound really horrible. It feels like a chore. And not liking the solely that because it's a gift and a blessing to be able to create, to use your hands, your eyes, or to your feet, knees, whatever. I don't know why I said knees. Sorry, guys. um, I, I just it's a gift, but it ain't given right now. I feel like I'm creating fight or flight, and not in a way where I'm not like obviously I'm doing the things. I'm recording this before I go to work, making money. Um, to be able to have the life I want. But am I really going after like the life that I want in this? And I'm not saying in a way like, are you gonna abandon your brand? I'm like, what? Like, no, it's just like, is this all that is life? If someone out there is catching what I'm throwing, I just don't feel whole in my creativity, in my art. I don't know if it's because starting something new with the sewing classes that I'm taking, or not feeling as if I'm showing up on socials, or not being able to really pump out the things that sit in my mind or sit on my freaking Pinterest. Creating is like it is my it's my love language. And I said this earlier on a video regarding a giveaway for bodeganosh.com. Okay. Follow the Instagram, shop Bodega Nosh. Okay. Shop it. It's in the details. Okay. Um I really do feel like creating is a love language. Um, giving something, what do they say, gift giving or words of affirmation, like, yeah, but it's also like creating. That's a love language. Like I love it in some type of way. The simplest things of I'm in the zone with making a cocktail, or like locked in with cooking a meal, or locked in when it comes to dressing myself and what I want to put on and what does that look like and how do I want to be shown in the world. Maybe I'm literally sitting here answering my own question. Maybe I'm not feeding into don't pay attention. I'm sick of holding having this on my shirt. Um Maybe I'm really not paying attention to the things I am creating without even knowing. If that makes sense. I don't know. Yeah, like I'm not feeding, like, for instance, example. I am now working on a pair of pants in class. I'm so excited. And I'm gonna design. I have this concept I'm thinking about for how I want this outfit to look, because technically in this classroom I'm doing the pants. But I'm gonna go see Jill Scott. Shout out to her. I love her. I'm gonna go see Jill Scott and I'm going to debut this outfit for her concert, and I'm excited about it. But I don't know why I'm not associating that with, okay, I'm actually creating something. I'm building something. I have no idea why I'm not associating that. Maybe I'm not giving myself enough credit. Maybe I'm not even enough credit. Let me take that back. Maybe I'm being too hard on myself and I'm trying to pull something out that's probably just not there right now. And I say to pick, okay, I keep saying piggyback. Like, who wants a piggyback ride? Not discounting how I feel, and also the fact that, my mom's been gone for a little bit of time now. That stuff still hurts. Like, and I talk about my mom a lot as if I didn't have other family members that passed. Like, I lost my grandfather and my mom like a year, a month, and like 2 days apart. It was insane. And my grandmother passed away in 2003. It was a long time, but I miss them. Like, being back in New York is bittersweet. And I think I was talking about that too. Like, being back in New York is bittersweet, like, because they're not here. Like, I like now this day and age, like, That would have been so cool. Like, get off of work, go to my nana's house. Like, what you cooking, Nana? Like, what you got going on? Or checking up on her or something like that. Like, I would have loved that as an adult, but I can't. They gone. My three musketeers are gone. And ugh, ugh, God, hold on. I'm trying to be cute. The eyelashes. Uh, ugh, oh my god. Lost my train of thought. But I miss my three musketeers. And they were a big part of my life. But now they're not here and I have to move on. I do. Even though it's hard to move on, even though sometimes I'm like, oh, creating this, and like I feel like I'm gonna just be honest. Creating in grief or whatever the hell you want to call it, I don't know if it's like you feeling like you're able to like express yourself or like, oh, I can do it. But then sometimes I'll be feeling like my work is mid. Like there's so many other people that's out here creating some really dope stuff. Why would y'all really want to see or participate or buy or the things that I have? It's like a dime a dozen in the city. But then I also realize that there isn't a bunch of me's. There isn't. There's never going to be a bunch of me's. And as much as I doubt myself, my work, shit, even sometimes my worth, I am incredible. Even in my beautiful, chaotic, all over the place, she don't sit still, never got clothes on her body as self. I am remarkable. I am an incredible being. I am an artist. I am a creative. I am a mess. I am beautifully created. And also like my voice, my art deserves to be seen, it deserves to be heard, it deserves to be purchased. Um but it just deserves to, and I say deserve very confidently, it deserves to be. I'm not my grief. My work is not my grief. My grief, my work is a product. My grief is a product. Wait, my work or hold on. Hard pause. I think what I'm trying to say without trying to be poetic, as my friend of mine would say, um, I'm in this journey and sometimes it's difficult to navigate. However, I'm in this journey, but I'm learning to navigate and bloom in it. I don't want any of this about the show, about my life, my work, how I show up, even how I'm perceived. Like, this girl is just sad. I meet different people and they're like, oh my God, you have such a beautiful life. I'm like, honestly, I could be a real bitch. And like, there's a lot of people out here that don't like me. And I can understand why. Like, I'm not saying that, like, I'm confident. Like, no, I can understand why. I'm sorry, you guys. People in the past, currently now. There's a lot of people that don't like me, and I get that. I probably don't like them. We don't like each other, whatever. I already have these perceptions of self and how I feel. I'm not going to sit there and add more because someone dislikes my work. If you don't like it, okay, move on. If I get 2 views on this, okay, move on. And sometimes I really wish that I held on to this energy of just move on because sometimes I don't. Sometimes I want to show up here. I sometimes I actually don't. I do not want to do anything when it comes to making my own videos. I mean not like not talking to you guys. It's great. But it's like the ins and outs, like trying to figure out my website. Thank God I have somebody that is amazing that freaking built it because navigating this, like I just be wanting to create. I don't want to do this shit. I want to create. That's it. That's really it. But I need to know the ins and outs. I need to get into the meat and potatoes. I need to show up and do something that makes me feel uncomfortable. And as, hold on, this quote from Ryan Coogler, and he said, do something, I could be getting it wrong, do something that makes you feel uncomfortable and stand in it until you do. I am completely uncomfortable with showing my work because I doubt myself. I'm a lot of times uncomfortable about opening up about my life, how I feel about love, how I feel about sex, how I feel about money, how I feel about this incredible business that I so love and hate. But there's like this small inkling, this small piece inside of me that's like, it's like that little candle is just still, there's so much burn, there's so much desire to continue to create into my very last breath. Even if it isn't recognized, even if it isn't on this huge platform, to show up as a model, to show up as a business owner, to show up as a creative director, as a stylist, as a kitchen chef, as a um, I'm scared to do it on a public stage poet, to try things when it comes to comedy and stand up. And I know y'all wasn't ready for that, but yeah, that's a thing. And I just don't want to. I don't know who I would be and what I would do if I wasn't an artist. If I didn't love to dance, if I didn't dance the way I did, if I didn't just immerse myself. Like, to be an artist is a gift, but to celebrate and immerse yourself in art is like, it's so much fun. It's like mind blowing. Like every day there's something new. You get to watch other people create. You get to watch other people display. It is a gift. It's a blessing. So, to say all that to say, like, so why, girl? Why are you having a hard time putting your stuff out, creating or showing up? Isn't this what you want to do? Don't you want to make money? Don't you want to do this? Don't you want to do that? Don't you? It's a lot. It is a lot. So, like I said, I am learning to navigate and just be, but also, as a dear friend said, enjoy, immerse yourself, meet people, be present, and that's what I'm learning to do. This has not been this whole transition, so sorry, so sorry. This whole transition into my space, into this new life has been interesting, overwhelming. It has been diabolical. um, it's been a learning experience, and it's also been lonely, but it's also been fulfilling. I get to do this, even in pain, even in uncertainty, even in loneliness, even lost, even in loss, even in love with self, in hate with self. I get to do this. So I'm going to continue to show up. I'm going to continue to create, but also be intentional of paying attention to what I'm creating, not overexerting myself. Stop feeling like, girl, you're doing too much, even though I probably still am after I get off this video. Um, but I'm gonna create in my grief, and I hope one day that I get to create just to create. Because right now I do feel like I'm creating in grief. I've been inspired, but not like I would have wanted to. Yeah. So, how do you create in your grief? Do you create in grief? What does that look like for you? Leave a comment, um, like and subscribe. But this is episode 2 of It's Not Raw, It's Real. where we touch on grief and creating in it. This is Raw Reality Unmasked. Thank you for listening. To you, with love, Bodega Nosh. Peace.